There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm super duper excited about streaming today. So I have, before we even get into anything else, I made this whole little list of stuff I wanted to talk about since, there's been some changes and such happening. So, as you may have noticed, I re-dyed my hair. Again, it looks a lot better this time than last time. That's great. Also, good morning to everyone. Hi River, hi Galaxy, I hope you're doing well. So I hit affiliate between Friday's stream and now, which is really exciting, but it meant I had to do a whole bunch of stuff, which was exciting. But you can see I got a new overlay. You can't see it yet because it's not this, but I made this new fancy scene. I added a little bit of noise suppression because my computer gets very loud sometimes. You're new. Yes, that's totally okay, Galaxy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for being patient with my countdown and such. Yeah, so I added a little bit of noise suppression, so hopefully you don't have to hear so much loud noise from my computer, because when I was rewatching stuff, it was really bothering me when that would happen. I switched to Stream Elements rather than Streamlabs, which has a bit more of a learning curve, but I'm happy with it so far. I set up some Nightbot alerts. I set up my channel points, which I'm excited about. I got this lovely little badge thing from one of my very talented friends. Emotes and some badges are on the way. They're not there yet, but we are working on them. And yeah, my sand dollars. Yeah, sorry, not channel points. They're sand dollars. What do you do here? I just found you in my recommended. That is a great question, Galaxy. So obviously we play a little bit of video games, but the other stuff I like to do is I like talking about mental health and productivity and goal setting and stuff, which is what Mondays are going to be about. So we're going to talk about goal setting and stuff today, and we're going to play a little bit of Don't Starve Hamlet too in the intermittent periods because I just like playing that game. And then on Wednesdays, we do Wildlife Wednesday, which is when I play Subnautica, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of animal things. Last Wednesday, we would just look at a bunch of the creatures in Subnautica and, sort of look at their different features and, if they'd make sense in the real world, why they didn't make sense, that sort of stuff. Yeah, Hamlet. I love Hamlet, so we're going to play some of that, too. And then Fridays, I do just Free-for-All Friday, which is just going to be whatever I feel like doing. So basically, video games, mental health and productivity, and animal biology. That's what I'm about. So if you like any of that stuff, you'll probably enjoy it here. Also, I have a wonderful little community of people. One second. Yeah, I have a wonderful little community of people here. Like River. River's one of them with her chip. Here she is. Yeah, the only other thing that really happened that I wanted to talk about before we really got into stuff is I'm working on making a YouTube channel so I can have the highlights for all this stuff. So if there's, you wanted basically the cliff notes of the stuff I talk about, that's going to be on YouTube. Thank you so much, Galaxy. I really like it. I'm happy with the blue hair. But I haven't done that yet because I started to edit last Wednesday's stream and I had to fight with my laptop because it didn't want to do anything. So that's still happening. That's still in the process. That's basically all I wanted to talk about before they just got it cut. I wish. My hair's getting a little long for me. Gonna have to start. Maybe I should just take the scissors to it myself. So I have a list of stuff I kind of wanted to talk about today. I hadn't really decided if I was gonna start by just talking about that or playing the game. So if you guys have any sort of opinion on that, if you want to play for a bit and chat a bit, or if you want to you're here, you want to do stuff, you want to get stuff going, you want to get into your goals, we can also do that. Hi, King Waffle. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I just want to make sure I have all the stuff I wanted to get up. Haircut stream. Yeah, sorry guys, everything else is canceled. I'm gonna go get a pair of scissors. Oh, thank you for the follow, Galaxy. It just occurred to me that I don't think alerts are set up on this particular scene. I'm still working the bugs out and stuff because I did a bunch of new stuff. What's on my right? So right there, I have my other laptop. This is my gaming laptop, and over there I have the laptop I use for school and stuff like that, and I was looking at Discord on that one. Oh, hi, Jen Bear. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. Lovely to see you here. Need one more laptop. I just need, like, some people have setups where they have, like, a desktop and they have multiple screens, but no, I want 3 laptops. With all that, it's like, you know those people you see and they can play, like, 2 pianos at the same time? That's gonna be me, except with laptops. I could stream, it could be all angles streaming. That's what it could be. Alright, I think we'll start with, like, we'll start with a little bit of gaming to get ourselves warmed up. Ooh, it just got a little darker in my room. Hold on. That's better. Oh god, that's not better. Lighting is the next thing I gotta figure out after this. There she is. I have literally one. What's your highest day in Hamlet? I don't know. I don't think I've made it past, like, day 20 or 30. I really just play because it's fun, not because I'm any good at it. And also what happened with the last stream was I got so busy talking about stuff I was excited about that I wasn't doing so well in the game. So that's gonna be a thing. Anyway, so we're in Hamlet again. I died like 3 times in the last time, so honestly, if you're here to watch someone be good at Don't Starve, you're gonna be a little disappointed. Oh, I forgot also to grab the book I wanted to grab to talk about, but that's okay. I'll do it. Yeah, so I'm on day 7 right now. So here's my plan. We're gonna play Don't Starve for a bit, and as soon as sort of we start going off on a tangent, like as soon as I get into talking about stuff, we'll probably pause and talk about it, because I have my Firefox up with some stuff I wanted to talk about too, and some examples of goal setting and good stuff like that. Good morning, Chimera. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming and joining me. Chimera. He arrives. He's here. It's the man himself. Is that the real Chimera 495? I'm such a big fan. Such a big fan. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Chimera, for the sub. Oh good, the alerts are working on this thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it does appear my little thingies up in the corner are working. Yeah, I also have my stream up over here, and you can see I have one headphone in so I can hear it. So I can maybe kind of tell if stuff is dying or not. I don't remember what we were doing, for the record. I was trying to get a house. That's what I was trying to do. PugJ. I still need to get those, what is it, like, Better Twitch TV or something thing? The thingy where you can see more emotes, because I don't have that yet. Anyway, so we're just focusing, I think, yeah, I need to get a house still in this. Where did you base? So I just have a base, pretty close. So like my house is here. There's my slanty shanty that I haven't bought yet, so that's what I need to do. And then I just sort of made a little base close to some biomes over here. I haven't really figured out the like best way to do that yet, but it's okay. Sand dollars, I love that. Me too. I like laughed to myself for 5 minutes when I thought of that. I'm doing really well today. I was so excited about this for like the last 2 days that it's been hard to think about anything else. And like last night I like dyed my hair and spent an hour just like writing out a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about today. Super excited. Make emotes, please. I promise they are in the works. Well, one of them's in the works. I still haven't figured out ideas for the other ones yet, but my sub badges, my friend is working on them right now. And also, one of the emotes is done. I just haven't formatted it to put it in here yet. Oh, go. But they're on the way. They should be here in the next week, I promise. Thank you, Emily, so much for the sub. You guys are too kind. I appreciate that. I think it's funny that you did after Ty, so now your name is going to be there. So why is there so much subs? Oh god. Probably because this is my first stream as affiliate, and so people can finally sub to me. It's very exciting. Oh, and you cheered. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be honest. I have yet to figure out, like, buying bits. I just never got around to it. She deserves it. Oh my god, thank you, Ty. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Got a little bird from Sam there. What's a cheer? So a cheer is there's these little like currency you can buy called bits, and you can use those as like a bit of a donation to streamers. And it's kind of like you can have it so they like physically show up and drop into a cup on the stream and stuff like that. It's just another way to support people basically, but like in smaller amounts if you don't want to sub to them, or if you already sub to them and such. Okay, we're gonna get a bunch of flowers because I need to get money. Oh, did I get the hold on. Are you new to Twitch, Galaxy? Did I hammer my... No, I didn't. Okay. I'm gonna go make a hammer. And, Ooh! That's... I'm gonna cry. Stop it. Stop it. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Emily, and you gave it to River. I'm sure she very much appreciates it too. Alright. Everybody gets subs. Everybody. Okay, put that down there. And then, what did I want to do? Going to town. See the piggies. Oh, and make a hammer. Gotta make a hammer. Wait, did I already make a hammer and I'm just losing my marbles? That's entirely possible. No, I didn't. Okay, but can I must have made a hammer already if I can make one. Perhaps. Sub Nation right now. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the 8 bits, Ty. Thank you so much. See, this is just like this is just thank you and thank you and thank you and everybody. This is my acceptance speech. Okay, gotta go teach. No problem. Have a great day. Thank you for the 10 more bits, Emily. You're gonna be like the cheerleader. Both like my personal cheerleader and the leader in cheers. Anyway, so we're gonna... I need money, so I'm going to feed some piggies. Some of this. Oh, I was gonna make a razor, too. I need to make a razor. That's okay. I will get on that in a bit. An anonymous cheer. Thank you for the 1 bit. Anonymous. Spicy. Here you go. Eat some food. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want some food, baby? Yeah, I hope you guys pick up all the poop. Listen, Hamlet is all about the poop-based economy. They give you money if you pick up the poop. So it's a poop-based economy. That's what it's about. You learn very quickly that this is what this game is about. Yeah, and then I need to get a razor for the clippy clips. Oh my goodness! 12 bits from an anonymous cheer again. I gotta go focus on work as well. Have a great stream. Absolutely no worries. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bit hype. Bit hype. Okay. Okay, dokey. Okay, dokey doke. You wanna give me some money, maybe? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. What about you? Do you want some food? I need to get to 50 and then I can have a house. It will give me the house. If you're wondering why I'm not picking up all of the poop, it's because there's like a bit of a cooldown. So if you pick up a bunch at once, they're not going to give it to you. Chimera has a higher tier hype badge. Uh-oh. Chimera is the most hype, that's why. Okay, I think this one's probably... Can I have? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, my meat's gonna go bad, but I feel like if I feed it to them, it's not gonna end well. So we're not gonna do that. Anyway. It's all good. I wonder who the anonymous cheer is. Who knows? It could be anybody. We just don't know. You know? Honestly, I was gonna be like, oh, it could be this person, and the only person that was coming to my brain was Barack Obama. But like, I guess theoretically it could have been Barack Obama, you know? Could have been anyone. Is that all the poop that's over here? Thanks, Obama. Yo, but for real, thanks, Obama. Alright, I'm out. Alright, bye, Ty. Have a good day. Hello? Any more? It could be Barack. We don't know. We did have a guy named I think President Denny in here at some point, so like, maybe it's some other president. I don't know. That's the point of anonymous. We just don't know. Alright. Yeah, I definitely... I don't... Yeah, I have to go back to make a razor, right? But I have the stuff to make a razor. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime anyway. I'll go back and make a razor. And we'll get on that. Yeah. So, what... Oh, one thing that's different about this is I guess I can just look over there to see how long I've been streaming, but... Yeah, we'll play this for a bit longer. And then we'll talk about goal stuff, which I'm super duper excited about. I'm gonna eat this because it's going bad. Was that stale? Well, maybe, but like... Oh. I'm gonna be honest, in real life, I have like no sense of direction. In this game, also no sense of direction. Even with the mini-map, I literally have the mini-map on and I don't know where I'm going. That's a talent, what that is. Because my brain is too busy doing other wonderful things. So I don't have any room for navigation. Okay. Okay. I think we're just gonna pause here and talk about stuff because I'm too excited to keep playing Don't Starve right this moment. So let's see, where's the thing I wanted? Okay, that's not what I wanted. So we're gonna talk about goals today. So for the very first thing we're going to do is look at like, what's a goal? So obviously a goal in soccer, football, rugby, hockey, and some other games is a pair of posts linked by a crossbar, and you know, you score points in it. But more importantly, and what we're going to talk about, is a goal is the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. Actually, I am going to need 1 minute. I have to go grab something that I have to go grab a book, which is going to be sort of the main thing I talk about today, and a lot of the ideas I want to talk about are in the book. So I will be right back in like 2 seconds, okay? But while I'm gone, I want you to think about the kind of goals you might want to reach, okay? I want you to start thinking about that as we're going to go through some of this stuff. So I will be right back. I'm back. I jogged. Oh, I'm a little out of breath now. It's fine. We're good. We're good. Okay. So this is the book I'm going to talk about a little bit today. My goal is to play with my bro. That's a good goal. So this is called Stick With It, a scientifically proven process for changing your life for good, and it's by Sean D. Young, PhD. So this is a book I read for the second time recently, and it got me super excited, along with this other book I was reading, but we'll talk about that one some other time. But this one had some really good, like, steps into how do you make good goals and how do you stick with them. I mean, this was specifically talking about habits, but a lot of the stuff that goes into making goals and achieving your goals is developing good habits. So, let me open this back up. So, one really important thing in this book is it talks about, first of all, the breakdown. Oh god, sorry. Doesn't like it when I minimize that. The breakdown of goals into smaller pieces. So it's something called step laddering. And so basically the way it works is, here's what it is so we all have some kind of dream, right? We all have dreams. And a dream is something that it is going to take you more than 3 months to achieve. At least 3 months. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you want to be like a famous actor, or you want to be famous on Twitch, or like anything like that. Like that's a dream. That's a dream. And then if we break that down into smaller pieces, so we have long-term goals, which will take probably like 1 to 3 months. And then we have short-term goals, which take about a week to a month. And then we have steps, which take about a day to a week. And so this breakdown is right from Sean's book, but I actually like to break it down into one more piece here, which is I break it down into projects, which take about a week. And then steps, which take like 1 to 3 days. And the reason I do that is there's a separation here, okay? Which is dreams and goals and all of that sort of stuff. Those are results. Those are outside of your control. You don't get to decide when you reach them. Not exactly, right? It's like, for example, one of my short-term goals was reach affiliate, but I didn't get to decide when I would reach the 50 followers and stuff like that. And that was really the thing I was waiting for. But I didn't get to decide that, like, oh, this day is the day I'm going to reach 50 followers. I don't have any, oops, sorry, I was trying to look at my OBS. I forget that it messes with the, my bad. Still learning. But so all of this stuff is stuff you can't control. It's results, stuff you don't control. Okay? And then we have projects and steps. So these are actions. This is stuff you do control. And this is a point that I will probably come back to, like, a lot of times. Need PowerPoint presentation. That's not a bad idea. Another time with laser pointer. Yes, that beautiful. Love that. I'll add that to my notes. Maybe we'll try that another time. Actions. Maybe I should get a drawing tablet like the professor has and do it like that. Anyway. So the important thing about breaking this down, and this is something that it seeps into a lot of different places in life, and it's something that once you have this realization, your life gets so much easier, which is you need to focus on what you can control. You can't control other people. You can't control your situation a lot of the time. You can't control a lot of things. But if you focus on the things you can control, you will feel a lot better. You can achieve things a lot more easily. It's so much better to focus on things you do control. So, now that we sort of talked about that and my basic kind of breakdown, we're actually gonna look at my personal goals thing that I've been working on, and we're gonna look at sort of an example of how we do that. I'm just gonna make sure. Is there anything I wanted to talk about that I missed? No, not exactly. Okay. So this is my personal goals list. So my dream, which is going to take at least 3 months, is I want to be a Twitch partner and I want to have 100 average monthly views. That's what I want. Now, well, no, okay. I'll save that point for later. I'm going to get off track if I start talking about that now. We're going to talk about this first. And I have my current one. This is what my monthly viewers is currently. So I need to get from 7 to 100. That's what I need. So I've broken it down into long-term goals. So my first long-term goal is getting 10 average monthly viewers. And then you can see way down here, I have 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 80, 100. I've broken it down into goals because being like, I'm gonna get 100 average monthly viewers, that feels like a huge thing, okay? But breaking it down into, I want to get 10 average viewers, that is infinitely more achievable when I already have 7. Galaxy asks, what pets do you have? So the pets that I have 6. I can do finger math. I have 6 reptiles. I have 4 geckos and 2 snakes right now. I have 3 leopard geckos. I have 1 crested gecko. I have a very young hognose snake, and I have an adult fully grown California king snake. Yes. I actually, if you come around on Thursday night, that's when I'm going to do my affiliate celebration stream. And I am going to be introducing all of my animals briefly, so everybody can meet them and stuff like that, which is going to be exciting. There's also going to be karaoke, and we'll probably play some Jackbox games, so that's going to be a thing. Anyways, so back to what I was saying before. So again, breaking down 100 into something a lot more manageable, like 10 and then 20 and then 30, like that already feels so much easier to me. So I hear the stream is about hitting goals. You've come to the right place. Hi, Chris. Lovely to see you here. Anyway, so I've broken it down. My first long-term goal is 10 average monthly viewers, which I'm thinking is going to take me 1 to 3 months. Hey, Mods. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. But even that is a little too big, honestly. And so we break it down even further. So my first short-term goal is reach 8 average viewers in the last 30 days. And this may feel a little silly to be like, oh, I want 1 more follower. Oh, I want 1 more viewer. But here's the thing that happens and why it's important to break things down to literally the simplest you can get them. There is this book, actually, there's a study in it where they talk about how they got people to do a task and they told them at the end they were going to get $1 or $5. Gotta go. No problem, Galaxy. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I'm around. Anyway, excuse me. Sorry, I got a burpee all of a sudden. I'm burpee again. God. Okay. Back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Right. So the reason we have to break it down into like the tiniest little pieces is back to the study. Gonna go get popcorn. Gonna come back and watch. That's how entertaining this is. So there was a study. One more time. And there was actually 2 groups. So they had them both do a task, but for one group, they said at the end of the task, you're either going to get a $1 reward or you're going to get a $5 reward. And then they gave them the $5 reward. And in the other group, they did the same thing, except they said you're either going to get $5 or $25. And then they gave them the $5. Oh no, I joined when you were talking about studying. I didn't want to learn. Hi, Kyle. Nice to see you. Love that you've broken this all down. I am so freaking passionate about this stuff. And the more that I feel like I'm getting my stuff under control and the more that I feel I can achieve, the more I want to help other people achieve this too. Like, me succeeding and other people succeeding, like, it feels just as good, honestly. Anyways, back to what I was saying, yet again. So we have the study. One group, they said you're either going to get a $1 or $5 reward, and then they gave them $5. The other one, they said $5 or $25 and gave them $5. Now, what happened was in the group where they gave them the bigger amount, which was $5 instead of $1, the people got a dopamine rush, so they felt happy. They felt, they'd succeeded, like they achieved something. And then in the other group where they were given the smaller reward, so $5 instead of $25, they didn't get that. And the thing was, it was not about the amount of money, because both times they got $5. What it was about was the expectation. If you expect something big and get something small, you're not going to be happy. But if you accept something small and get something big, you're going to be super happy, which is why you literally want to break down your goals and the stuff you want to do to something that is so easy that you're like, oh, I'm gonna blast past that. That's what you want. Sounds like a lot of love lives out there. God. All right, Kyle. Derailing my conversation. So once again, this is like, and any task can be broken down like this. Anything that feels really big, penis joke. Please don't keep a tally. Anything that feels too big, you gotta break it down until the steps feel so small that it feels ridiculous. So now we've done, so we got my dream, we have my long-term goals, we have my first short-term goal, and then we break it down to projects. So my one project that I wanted to get done was finish my affiliate checklist. So I made a checklist. I actually put it in my Discord. So if you're getting close to affiliate and you're not sure of all the things you need to do, there is one in my Discord. But so I made a checklist of all the stuff I wanted to get done to have my affiliate all set up. Oh, don't listen to her, you keep telling. Okay. Anyway, I made a whole list of this, but it was like it's a project. There's multiple steps. It's going to take probably a whole week for me to get this all done. But then I broke it down into steps. So steps are literally something that you feel like you could go do right now. So if you have something you want to do and it feels like it's too much, like you feel like you couldn't do it right now, you need to break it down further. Okay? And at some point we'll also talk about just not wanting to do things and why that happens and stuff, but that's like a different conversation. But again, we break it down into the simplest steps. So I broke it down into stuff I could do in like an hour. So I had my affiliate onboarding, which is doing all the tax stuff and whatnot. I have brainstorm two more emotes because I haven't done that yet. Thank you so much, Crimson, for the 1,000 bits. I feel like I'm learning and I'm not in school, so I don't like this. You must like it on some level because you're still here. Anyways. So I had my affiliate onboarding. I have brainstorm 2 more emotes, which I still have to do. Haven't done that one yet. I did channel points and the name and the picture, and then I did brainstorm and pick out channel point ideas. See, even these, I could break them down further. I put them together because when I started making this list, I was already like halfway done those, so I just kind of squished them together. But like if I was gonna do this again, I would literally put like, here, we'll do this over here. Like, so like channel point ideas. It would be brainstorm, and then it would be pick out best ideas, and then it would be like decide what point values for each, and then it would be input channel point rewards. And like you could go even further than this. God, that's an emo. Drew it myself. I was very sleep deprived. What an artist, more like an artist. I don't like that joke at all. Please don't make jokes like that. Anyways. Yeah, so again, like I sort of squished these together a little bit because I could, because I felt like it was still achievable because I was already like half done what I was doing. But again, you like all of this stuff, all of my steps, you could break it down even more if that's what you needed to feel like you were getting stuff done. Like, you can always break it down more. There's an example they talk about in the book, and one I sort of really latched onto, which I like, that it's like, if you want to be a runner, if you want to be someone who runs like multiple times a week or every day, like, start with going to put on your running shoes. That's step 1. Go put on your running shoes. And if you feel like doing another step after that, great. And if you don't, that's okay, because you already took a step towards doing the thing you want to do. So it's about the power of little bitty, itty bitty, tiny, teeny tiny steps. That's what it is. Yeah, so this is my first project, and you can see I've done a lot of the stuff already. And the reason I actually have this, and down here I have a thing that's done, because it's important to be able to go and reflect on the things you have done. Because the more proof you have that you are a person who gets things done and has good habits and like your identity, the more you will do them and the more you will feel capable to do them. So that's super important. Yeah, and then you see I have another project here, which is continue improving the stream. I actually did this. I did this one. Oh god, what's the shortcut for this? That's not it. That one. There we go. I returned popcorn in hand. Welcome back. Yeah, so you can see I planned out that one. I haven't done the Wednesday stream yet. What did I miss? I couldn't even tell you. I am so in my own head right now. I just have so many ideas, and I'm trying to not just go in 1,000 different directions right now. But basically, we were just talking about like breaking down your goals and any projects you want to do, literally anything, into like the simplest, teeny tiniest little steps you can possibly do. So you can see, oh, I did this too, actually. I did things today. Go me. So you can see, even with this, it's like I am almost done continuing to improve my, like, getting all that stuff done that I wanted to improve my stream. I still need to do the channel trailer, working that out. And then you can see my other short-term goal is getting my YouTube up and running, and I already started doing that stuff, but I had to add fix computer because my computer's being dumb. I got your channel trailer already figured out, just a close-up of a royalty-free penguin video with terrible Photoshop thrown in there somewhere. Layout looks great, by the way. Thank you. It would be better if this window was actually like this, if it was longer and then centered to the right. But if I do that, I can't see the chat, so we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's like this. So that was thing one that I wanted to talk about. Let me see here. Did I talk about all this sort of stuff? Oh yes, I remember what I wanted to talk about next. So here is something that's important to think about. So now we've sort of broken down, like, how do you make goals? Like, how do you break them down? How small do they need to be? I wish I had cool monkey emojis. You have them. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about now. I think what can happen sometimes, though, is people can get too focused on the dream part of it, and people can also, like, it's to a lesser degree that it's not good, but people can get too focused on the small steps too. So this is what's important. It is definitely important to have a dream. It is important to have a big goal you are working towards. That's great. However, you cannot spend too much time thinking about the really, really big picture, okay? And the reason for this is it comes back to what we were talking about when you get dopamine and your expectation of what you want versus what you get. And if you're constantly thinking about this 100 average viewers, you're not going to feel as good when you get 8, when you get 10. So you really need to focus and get excited about each little step. Like, that is the best thing you can do. It's great to think about your dreams sometimes and think about the big picture. That is also important, but you don't want to spend too much time doing that. And that even goes for long-term goals. You know, I'm really excited for when I do achieve my 10 average monthly viewers. But if I spend too much time just thinking about that, I will not get it done, and I will not get excited about the fact that I'll probably soon have 8 average viewers. And that is even amazing, because, like, one more person in this lovely little community I've made sounds amazing to me. So that's important. So it's important to focus on those little steps and to celebrate those little steps, even if it's just like at the end of the day you have a little treat, or even once you do something you have like a little minute of like celebration, like good job me. That's important. I will say this can go a little too far. Now again, this isn't as much of a problem, but I think what can also happen is, sorry, I just had like a moment where I was like, my brain was like, oh, you only stream till 11 o'clock, because I guess 1 is close to 11. It's both ones. And I looked and I was like, I have 15 minutes left to get through everything I wanted to talk about, but I don't. I have lots of time, so it's okay. Anyway, so I think it can go the other way sometimes too, which is like, it's better to be too focused on getting small stuff done. That's okay. But what bothers me sometimes, and sometimes I don't feel as driven to do the small steps because I'm not thinking big picture. You know, it's like, if I only focus on this, if my only focus was 8 average viewers, once I got there, I would stagnate because I would have achieved what I wanted to achieve, and so I don't need to do anything more. So it's important to always have goals that are building on your last goal, and it's important to have those in your sight. You just don't want to spend too much time thinking about them. Right? Which is, I think, why it's also good. Like, I have this all laid out, and you can see the dream is the biggest thing. That's my big thing, and then a little smaller is my long-term goals, and then even smaller is my short-term, and then my projects and my steps. But this is the bulk of it. Like, you can even see, like, this is one line. This is also one line. This is one line. This is a lot of lines because this is what I'm focusing on, but I'm still keeping an eye on the dream. And I think that is a good place to take a break for a second, take a breather, because I just talked a lot. And I'm going to go back to Don't Starve Hamlet for a little bit. Need more spreadsheets. I agree. Oh god, my chat just disconnected. It's okay. Only... I got it. It's fine. My OBS, my chat just disconnected for a second. But that's why I have the two computers. Smart girl. Did someone say spreadsheets? Okay, so we are going to go back to this. And we're going to go back to playing Hamlet. Because my throat needs a little bit of a break. So we're going to focus on... We're going to make a razor. And we're going to have a nice time. And I'm going to talk a little bit more softly because all that excitement is going to wreck my voice. Anyway, we're going to make a razor. And because I have some... I think stuff I can make here. Oh, this is meatballs. Yeah, that makes meatballs. Great. What if I do... Is this also going to make meatballs for me? Perfect. Making meatballs. Having a good time. Yeah, so we'll probably play this for like maybe another 10, 20, 30 minutes. I don't know yet. I feel like I was like sitting here like with all this energy because I just wanted to talk about stuff, and now talking about some stuff I feel a little bit more chill. So we're gonna chill for a few minutes. Oh, I have this also. I don't know if I can cook with this. Oh no, I can. That's fine. That's good. Oh, I can. If I do two of these, it makes lasagna, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not what I want. Right? Yeah, that's... No. Okay. That's okay. It's gonna be nighttime. Gonna be a bad time. But we got Abigail. Oh, actually... Here, okay. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go... I have my razor, I think. Oh god. I also... need to make... Not yet. But soon, I need to make the armor stuff. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Bye. Alright, bye, Crimson. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it a lot. We're gonna head into town, I think. Drive safe. Have a good time. Be safe. Bye-bye. Oh god, that really took it out of me a little bit. Yeah, after this, the next thing we're gonna talk about is defining goals. Yeah. Actually defining them. Oh, thank you, Anonymous Cheer for 4 words. Thank you, Barack. I know it's you. I'm just gonna assume it's Barack Obama every time. Yeah, so the nice thing about the clippings is I just need to find the one pig, which is the blonde-haired pig. Oh, it's the... What is it? The... What's happening? Oh, it's that guy. Woo! Oh god. Oh god, get away from me. Go steal my monies. Thank you for the another 1 bit. Barack. Appreciate it. What? I appreciate it a lot, but I know who he is. It's okay. I'm gonna have an idea of who it might be, but that's part of the course. I need $20 more to get myself a house. And we're just gonna focus on making $1 at a time, folks. $1 at a time. It's really blowing up my notifications. Thank you again for the another 1 bit. Anon Barack. Is there a... Oh, there's another one up there. Okay, because I have 11. It could be any one of us. It could be. It could be anyone. Who knows? Oh god. It could be someone who doesn't care about being Bits leader. Which, like, I like seeing my name on leaderboard, so I would care. But it is Obama. Thank you, Emily, for another 1 bit. It could be you. It could be me. Guys, what if I'm just donating to myself? Maybe that's why I have another computer. You just don't know, do you? Oh, it's raining. Okay, this is gonna get me a house. And another 1 bit from our favorite President Barack Obama. So many bits. So many bits. I'll have to tally them up at some point. Love the new hair. Thank you. Yeah, so I got it professionally done originally in like October, and then since then I've re-dyed it myself 3 times. And the first time I did it like properly, where I like sectioned my hair and like used lots of dye, so it was really saturated and stuff, and it was good. And then the second time I did it, which was like a week ago, I really just was like, I'll just use a little bit. I'll like sort of slap it around. I'm not gonna, whatever, it's probably fine. And then it lasted like 2 days. So this time I once again I got a whole bunch of new dye, and I did it properly again. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, actually. Yeah. It's funny though, because so I got 2 different colors. I got a really, really dark blue, which I used on my roots. And then I got a purple, which I used on the rest of my hair, except it all turned out blue, which like I'm not upset about at all, because I'm happy with it being blue. But I was like, there's not even like, there's not a single hint of purple in the whole head. I saw you drop my, oh, here it is. Heck, I lost my spot. There it is. Here. Alright. Barack Obama donating yet another bit. Thank you so much. Oh wait, okay, I need you. Or you. I want this one even more. Give me money. Give me more money. She'll just give you money for all of them. A lot of the other pigs, they'll only sell to you like once a day, but some of them just let you do it. Thank you, Barack Obama, for 3 more bits. You were truly a treasure. A national treasure, perhaps. Book of Secrets, even. Alright. And what this means is that I can pick up more poop. And somewhere, I think it's this one maybe, or that one. Somewhere around here is the place where I can buy a home. I am not sure if it's this. Oh, look at that, another bit. This is, someone out here really likes bits. Yeah, it's the Moneyball Exchange. Okay, and it must be not these ones. It must be over here. Do you guys know anybody who really likes bits? Just wondering. Just curious. Whew. God, I might have to like take a break at some point and go get more tea, because my throat is already like, whew. But do they like Bob's? Oh, that's true. I personally like bits more than Bob's, but it's not by much. I like bits. That's interesting. Same. I want this one. I like how he doesn't even care about the ghost. Alright, now we have a home, guys. Really any form of goofs and gags. Tips and tricks, how about? What about that? You into that? What time is it now? It is now 10:52. Okay. Mouse. I'm gonna take this grass. Yeah, I haven't really decided for these Mondays, like, how much of this I want to be talking and how much I want it to be playing. I think it'll probably just depend on the day. Okay. Whoop, dip, whoop, somewhere. Can I read this? What is it gonna tell me? I think it just tells me this is for a house that's not even around. Why? It's because I already got it. So I think this is where I'll make my alchemy engine. This place is great. It gives you sanity. It keeps you dry. That sort of stuff. I don't know how much stuff I want to leave here. We shall see. Do I have any more gold? Is the next question. Ooh, it's a full moon. I don't think Glommer is on this, in this game. I don't know, though. I haven't seen him ever. Also, this means that any of the little squirrels that are about, I can't remember what they're called, but they'll be crazy. I don't have an axe, unfortunately, so we can't see the crazy squirrels, but you could tweet a thank you to Mr. Obama for all the donations. Maybe I will. Ooh, I got a tweet. Oh, we got another bit from Mr. Obama. What a generous man. You know? Really just a stellar guy. What if he comes on stream and actually subs? I would, like, pee myself with excitement, probably. Oh, sorry, now it's actually night, which is... It wasn't actually night before. Now it's night. I've been listening to so much Relient K lately. Oh, look at that, another bit. God, I wonder how many it is at this point. There's like a bits board, right? But it doesn't matter because it's anonymous. Cool tier 3. Donor badge, thank you. Ooh. Yeah, we got the bits leader badges. That's exciting. Okay. IDKY shows tier 2 on your... What shows tier 2 on your screen? Oh, it changed. Oh, okay. It's all worked out then. It's all good. I need more food again. Oh, this mortal body is difficult. But watch this. Oh boy. God, what if Ty is Obama after all? What then? What will we do? Who will we be? Oh good, more chicken. 15? Are you and Emily just gonna fight it out for the second, third spots? Is that what this is gonna be? 23! You're one ahead of Emily. I'm dead. By 1 bit! Yeah, I need to buy some bits. I've never really done that, but it's fun, so perhaps I shall. 33 bits that I can see anyway. Ah, thank you for the count, Chris. Oh, now it's 34. Just 1 bit at a time, huh? I feel like if this goes on too long, I may have to turn it off if it's just 1 bit. This anonymous tier is lit. It's just a lot of bits, one by one. 100 bits from Emily. Thank you so much. Oh my god, those are so cute. Samira, you just got stomped. How am I supposed to keep up with this? They're in an auction for your affection. That is true. I mean, Barack Obama always has my affection. Oh, thank you, Warrior Girl, for subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. I don't know if you can have the VIP badge and also the sub badge. Unsure. Guess we'll find out. That's awesome. That's like three or 4 this stream alone. Thank you so much. You guys mean so much to me. Yeah, I guess you can't have the subscriber and the VIP badge. That's okay. Hi train. Hello team. Choo choo. This is awesome. All right. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, I need to get farms underway or something. I can go buy food if I really have to, but I prefer not to have to do that. I kind of just want to see what happens if I bop this. Oh, it's gonna take some... Oh yeah, go! Get him, Abigail! Oh no, we're done with that. Get him, Abigail! I cannot rob the pig people. I wish I could. Oh, it does nothing. Okay, because I know... might try to... I think those turn into bugs that are really annoying. Just rob pig people. Thank you, Emily, for the 10 more bits with the cute little puppy dog. I appreciate it so much. I think you can rob the pig store. I don't know that I necessarily want to try. Okay, I need to get some food, and I need to make, I need to make an alchemy engine is what I need to make. Because I don't think I can make the thing I wanted to make until I do that. But I can also get lots of flowers, and then the pig people will like me. Oh no, it's a terrible idea, but I'm like 75% sure you can. I feel like this game gives me enough hardship as it is. I don't know if I want to make all the pigs hate me. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. I think once this day has ended, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I might go grab some more tea, and then... Oh, she's bopping him. And then we can talk some more about goal stuff. Oh, get him. Get him, Abigail. Get him. No. I got him. Great. I think maybe I can make a meaty stew with this, which would take me for a while. Yeah, I've been drinking green tea in the mornings sometimes, and also I drink a lot of ginger tea because it helps my stomach. Oh, kill him. Get him, Abigail. Get him good. God, she's just a tank. God. Alright. Oh, I know, I'm hungry. I know. Oh, that's gonna make meatballs? Oh, I guess it's not enough meat to make, not meatballs. It's still meatballs. I put an asparagus in. Is it still meatballs? Yes, great. I feel like there was a thing where there was too much asparagus happening and it was a bad time. You can name it naked. Can't say words. You could name a T-mote. T-mote. That's true, I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Okay. The meat's gonna go bad soon. Like, it's fine. Voila! Now I am fed! Yeah, the first emote is a meatball one. So that one's important. And that's the cheese. I like that Nightbot has a little cowboy hat. I want a cowboy hat. Why does he get what? I want what? Okay. Food is a problem. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Dang it! No, I don't want asparagus soup. That's just gonna make lasagna. Okay. What about these two? Spicy chili is not what I want. It's too many vegetables. I'm using too many vegetables. That's annoying. I'm not earning any channel points on mobile. Well, perhaps you should get on your computer. I'm surprised you're not actually on your computer. I'm gonna make a little fire and I'm gonna cook these seeds. Or some of it anyway. Not sure. Yeah, I need to make farms, I guess. I guess that's really what I need. Oh, I have the stuff for the alchemy engine already, don't I? Yeah, I do. Which means I can go make the, thing I wanted to make. The, thing for which I need Weevil and, yes, okay, that's what we're gonna go do then. Come on, Abigail! We're gonna go do that. So I'm hopefully more prepared for the next season, and then I will take a pause And then we'll talk. We're going to chat. We're going to chat about pigs. And it's gonna be fun. I always want to pick up the poop. It's just like a reflex. But unless the people are out, there's really... It doesn't make a difference. Thank you. Okay. To my home. Peace. Thank you. Oh, there's poops everywhere. Oh no! No. Get him! Get him! There you go. No, peas! There we go. Ugh, scary. I know you can fight him. I mean, I guess I could just fight him. I think he's just gonna disappear right now, though. Yeah. Alright, where... Oh, my... No sense of direction whatsoever. None at all. I'll put down, like, a couple here. Eat it. Yeah. Food is important, for sure. Oh, you know, the game is called Don't Starve, so I guess that's something to think about. Here you go. Have your food. I don't think stuff will despawn when I go in my house. No, I don't think it will. I'm sure it's fine. Look at that. I have $17. I'm gonna have $18. Right. We'll do this thing and then we shall pause. Oh, I need a science machine to prototype it. Are you kidding? I'm earning mine. Are you sure you're not earning them? I feel like you can earn them on mobile. I feel like I have earned it on mobile, so it might just be you. That's kind of funky. He's a phantom. I know that I had to do that, but that's okay. That was my own fault. It's okay. Yeah, I think I'll go make some, like a big cup of green tea after this with lots of honey. I've run on mobile other streams. I don't know. Maybe just like restart it? Unsure. Alright. Down this bad boy. Ooh, renovate. Oh, wow. I don't know if these do anything, so I don't know if I want to do them yet, but... Here's the thing I want to make. Is it not? Oh, it's in fight, isn't it? Yes. Yes. I don't want to wear it yet. Okay. So that, I think Twitch is just being cranky. That's fair. Okay. So I'm gonna take a pause there. I'm gonna go get some more tea. I would encourage you to, like, you know, get up, do a little stretch. Maybe get some tea yourself. Maybe get a snack. And I will be right back. And then when I get back, we're gonna talk about how you define your goals. Alright, I am back. I'm a tiny bit out of breath from running up the stairs, but here I am. I made some green tea and immediately burnt my mouth on it, so that's too bad. But I'm back. So that's good. And now, where is my window? There it is. Now we're going to talk about, oh my god, we're going to talk about Barack Obama donating another anonymous bit. So we are going to talk about defining your goals, okay? So what I mean by this is, we understand this now, so we can get rid of this. But I'm gonna give you two examples of dreams, okay? So here's one. Get famous. Wait. I don't want another line. Get famous on Twitch. And here's another one. Get, let's say 100 average viewers, because that's the one I'm going for. So these arguably are the same, except here's the difference, right? This one, actually I don't want this to be a bullet point. Sorry, I like my formatting to be just so. It bothers me when it's not. So here are two different examples. So the problem with this one is, what does it mean? What does famous on Twitch mean? That literally could mean anything. WOD's inspired me to get back into streaming. Aw, that's so sweet. And yet, another bitch from our anonymous friend. Get famous, you already are. So, the thing about get famous is it could mean anything. It could mean, literally, it could mean anything to anyone. It could mean, 100 average viewers. It could mean, 100,000, we'll put that in case it's easier, followers. It could mean 50 viewers. It could mean 1,000 followers or viewers. Do you see what I'm saying here? Is that this is so broad that you, in my opinion, will never achieve it. Because famous doesn't mean the same thing to anyone. It can mean literally anything. Maybe I'm famous because I have, my 7 average viewers, who I love a lot. But the difference here is, this is a clear, numbered goal. You would know exactly when you hit it. You would not know when you achieved get famous. So, how do you know when you're there? And it could be lots of things. So again, for Twitch, so I gave these examples, but again, for different people, it could be the amount of followers, it could be the amount of viewers, it could be the amount of subs, it could even just be the amount of money you're making per month. So it's different to different people, and it's good to have, this sort of stuff can be helpful. This get famous on Twitch, it can still be helpful, because if the idea of that sounds amazing to you, it means you've taken a step in the right direction towards identifying what you want. This is getting really bright again. Oh god, there we go. We'll try that. Sorry, one second. Yeah, the lighting in my room keeps changing around. So what you need to get it down to is, you need solid, usually numbers goals. It doesn't always have to be numbers, but numbers are a very good way to do it, because like I said, you would know exactly when you got there. You would know when you had achieved that. And that kind of goes for everything. Basically, what you want your dream and your goals to be, and even to, this even goes for projects and steps too. You want it to be framed in a way where you would know exactly when you got there. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you actually an example that I did that what does it really mean? So this is a short-term goal, which is, oh Jesus. One of my short-term goals is get YouTube up and running. And I'm not being super picky about that. Just because I know what it means to me, and that's what matters. But if you're still figuring out your goals, defining it more can be very important. What about distinguishing between goals in your control, stream 9 hours a week, versus goals outside your control? How many people show up? Yeah, so that was something we did talk about before, even that. So dreams and goals are usually results. They're outside your control. I actually, if we like go back a bunch, do this. Oh god, just a lot of going back. I should have just made a separate document. I was a fool. Yeah. So again, like this is what we were talking about before. If you missed it, no worries. But dreams and goals, super important to have because they give you something to always be working towards. So it's important to have big stuff, but you don't want to focus on it too much because it's not stuff you get to control. You don't get to decide when that happens, which is why we want to focus like 80 or 90% on actions, which is stuff you can do. And even with that, we break it down further again to steps, which is like the tiniest little things you can do. Yeah, no worries at all. Here, can I just make another, can I just like, here, I'll just like add another page to this. How about that? We'll do that. That's probably easier. Okay. Because now I'm trying to, yeah. So once again, we'll go back to the example of get famous on Twitch versus get 1,000 average viewers. So even though, once again, even though these are both still results, you still don't get to decide when that happens. They're different. Actually, I guess what it even comes down to is the thing about this one is you do get to decide. And that's actually kind of a problem because even if this is your goal, if get famous on Twitch is your goal and you're working towards that, your goalpost could be moving back and forth. Like it could be that, you're starting from zero viewers, start. You have your 0 viewers. And you really want to get, like, say, goal is 20 viewers. And let's say you're working towards that. And your current is you have, like, 10 viewers. And then you realize that 20 viewers is, maybe it's not what you want. Maybe you want more than that. So suddenly your goal has become, like 40 or 50. Let's say do 50. So actually, let's do this. So this was your old goal was 20, and then your new goal is 50 viewers. But what you're doing is, instead of letting yourself reach that one and getting excited about it, you're just like, that's not a goal I want to reach. I don't really care about that anymore. I want more. I want 50. So you're discounting that one, which is not what we want to do. And the other thing is, it might happen that, say, you want, it might even be your goal is 100 average viewers. And as you get closer and closer to that, you realize, like, I want more than that. I want to achieve even more than that. And that is totally okay. The nice thing is you can have as many dreams as you want. And you always get to make more dreams. The only thing I would caution you against is if, again, say you're getting close to 100 average viewers and now you're like, I want to be someone who has 500 average viewers. That's okay, and it's okay to keep this in the back of your mind, but I would encourage you to stick to one dream and achieve it before switching it up and deciding you're going to set the goalpost even further, because every time you up your goals, it means that's another dopamine rush you're missing out on. It means that's another thing where you're not actually achieving it because you don't see that as the achievement anymore. So you're not letting yourself enjoy that. So it's totally fine to say, this is my dream, and when I get there, this is the new dream I want to have. But it's still important to see this as a dream and to achieve it as a dream, because then when you look back on it, you will get to say, I achieved my dream and I'm working towards another dream now. Like, imagine being a person who had achieved their dream. Imagine being the person who had achieved multiple of their dreams. That would feel so amazing. But you don't get that if you keep moving the goalposts. So, we focus on one big thing at a time. One thing at a time. And that again goes back to sort of the small steps thing, where it's like, this seems like a huge step for me right now, but like, when I get there, maybe it won't seem like such a huge step. Or like getting another 100 may not seem like a huge step. But I don't know. And this is what I want. This is what I'm working towards. And again, this is why I have this whole document where this is the dream. And I'm going to keep this. And when I achieve it, I'll probably put it somewhere that I can look at when I need a little bit of inspiration. And now I have to take a second because my throat hurts. And I think this tea is very hot. It's going to burn me. Ooh, steaming. Alright, I need to make the lid up. I'm going to drink some water. Y'all should hydrate if you're not hydrating. Take a sip. That's why I bought lozenges today. That's a good idea. The problem for me is I really don't like a lot of like lozenge brands. Like, I think it's the, what's the thing in it? I can't remember the it's like the menthol, that thing that like makes your mouth feel funky, but that's actually like working. That actually helps it work. I hate the way it tastes, which means that I hate Halls and stuff like that. So lozenges is rough. Love this, by the way, very organized. Thank you so much. And like, literally, I'm so freaking jazzed about this stuff that like, if any of you guys like in my Discord and stuff want help figuring this stuff out, I'm so happy to help you. So happy. We need a hydrate channel reward. Here's the thing. I had this big list of channel rewards I really liked, and I had chosen like 12, and Sam was like, maybe you should cut it down to like 6. And I was like, that is a fair point. Probably 12 is too many. And I had hydrate in there, and then that was one of the ones to go because I liked the other ones more. Yeah, really quick as an aside, I wanted to, so I'm gonna go over my rewards really quickly because I would like people's opinion on them. Because I realized I was just talking to my mom like 1 second ago, and I realized that like at least one of them might be a little confusing. It might not be totally clear. Thank you again, Anonymous Barack Obama, for the 1 bit. So highlight my message, you'll know what that does. Choose an emote, also easy. Random and animal fact, if that's not clear, I will tell you a random animal fact, and we'll take a sec and we'll talk about a random animal fact if you redeem that one. The choose next topic, this is the one where I think I might need to add a little update to it, but by choose next topic, what I mean is whenever we're done talking about what we're talking about, you get to choose the next thing we talk about. I would ask with that, though, you can see in the little description, I do ask that people like stick to the theme of the day, which means like if you redeem it on a Monday, we can talk about like anything related to mental health, productivity, goal setting, any of that. That is totally fine. And then if you have like something animalish you want to talk about, I'd ask you save that for Wednesday. Although I will say, since Friday is like free for all, if there's anything you want to talk about and you don't feel like it fits in Monday, Wednesday, like hit me up on a Friday. We'll just talk about whatever. And then there's Reptile Show and Tell, which again, I'll bring out one of my reptiles at the next possible opportunity if someone redeems that one. And then we have the karaoke drag stream, which is the 15,000. And I just want it to be known that once the karaoke drag stream one gets hit, and once we do that one, the next big ticket item we're gonna do is my mom is going to come on the stream with me. So, if you want to meet my mother, as I know you all want to, you know, get 30,000 bits. That's only like, I don't know, 3,000 hours? Easy. Easy. No problem. I think it's less than that, actually. I'm not good at math. I'm saving. What are you saving up for? Also, if you guys want me to add More channel rewards, I'm happy to. I was just getting very excited about it, and Sam was like, maybe we calm down a little bit about that, and I was like, that's understandable. People get stressed with too many options, so guess. I don't know. Karaoke drag stream? Saving up to meet my mom. Really, we just have to uh like decide on one person who's gonna get, yeah, drag. Whew. I think I did calculate. I had another spreadsheet somewhere where I calculated like the point values because I wanted to do it based on that. Like, how many hours do I expect people to watch to get this? And I honestly can't remember how much the 15,000 was. Mom in drag? That might be a whole different thing. I will say I am like not like, I'm still a fairly new drag performer, and I can like do a decent like get up for myself, but like trying to do someone else would be a whole different thing. So, yes. I'll put some pictures in the Discord of what I look like in drag. Mom drags you stream. Do you mean like she helps me get into drag, or like she just drags me as a human being? Like she tells me how disappointed she is in me. I'm just kidding. She would never do that. She's very proud of me. Oh, thank you for another bit, anonymous cheer. It's still very hot. Okay, I'm sad. Should I put more milk in it? Too hot for a sippy. All right. So we talked about defining it. Oh, there's one more point I wanted to add to about blah 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 about like defining your goals. Where did my thing go? Okay. So if we're talking about, I'm very proud of you. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, we're gonna do a little reveal here if you didn't already know, but Warrior Girl 52 is my mother. That's my mom. So that's my mom. So we could have Warrior Girl 52 on the stream. We could be that lucky. Thank you for the 5 more bits, Emily. You're really gonna slowly work your way to kicking Crimson down to the 2nd spot. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits, anonymous cheer. It's just a lot of ghosts. A lot of ghosts happening. Oh, can you? What is happening? Oh yeah, you can see my Oh, I think maybe the is the chat getting a little cut off? I just noticed. Hang on. It might be doing that. Where's hang on. It like shouldn't be getting cut off, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm still like the chat on screen and stuff is all very new to me, so you know, I appreciate your patience as I figure things out. What was I gonna say? I had a note. Oh yeah, I think the other thing too is like, so if you're here, if you're like, this is what I want to do, I want to get famous on Twitch, and you're not sure how to get it down to like, what does that mean for me? One of the things you can do is like look at people that you would consider have reached this, and like what you want to do with this is start with like anyone you want. Start with whoever you think is famous. Like the first person, like, oh, thank you for the 10 bits, Warrior Girl. I appreciate that. Like literally, when you think like get famous on Twitch, you can start with like, just think of whoever you want. Like, who do you think is famous on Twitch? Like the first person that comes to mind for me is like Ninja. And then what you want to do is once you have like you have your first thought. What you want to do is you want to work downwards, because I don't know, I don't even know what his like viewer count is these days, but like it's in the thousands at least, right? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never watched him, but like thousands of viewers. We'll just say like 1,000 plus viewers. I don't know how many viewers he has. We'll say, actually, for this example, we'll say 5,000. So do that first. Think of just whoever. Think of the first person who comes to your mind, and figure out what it is about them that makes them famous. By what is your bit goal exactly? I don't think my bit goal? Are you asking me? Because I don't have one, because I'm still, absolutely floored that people are donating money to me. Anyway, are you asking anonymous Barack Obama what their bit goal is? I think at some point I definitely want to make like monetary goals, monetary, whatever. Cuz here's the thing, right? Here's the other thing. We're going to make a new page for this. Reveal thyself, Anon. Yeah, I want to know who this anonymous person is and what they're trying to pull. Anyway, but here's the thing, right? A lot of people, like, I see people talk about this on the subreddit a lot, and it's like, people say, don't be in it for the money. But here's the reality. If you really, really love something and you really want to do it, and you want to do it as a job, money is important. It should not be the biggest thing, but you do need to think about it. Thank you again, Emily, for another 10 bits. You are now almost at 150 overall, and I appreciate you so much. Also, I love the little rainbow flag. Amazing. So, like, here's the thing for me, is I never started this. I didn't start this for money. I didn't start this because I wanted people to give me money. Not really. What I wanted was to do something I love and that I'm really passionate about, and to have other people also love it and be passionate about it. And one way that people support you is through money. If people really like your work, they will support you by, buying your products, or like, on here subscribing to you and stuff like that. So like, I would caution you against, if you're doing something like Twitch specifically, I would caution you against specifically starting with money goals, because if the first thing you think about is like, oh, I want to be famous like that person because they make lots of money doing this, then you probably need to reevaluate, because there are easier ways to make money. So, but if what you want is to do something you absolutely love, and if you can make money from it too, that's awesome. Thank you for 5 more bits, Anonymous. So, it shouldn't start by being about the money, but at some point, it does have to enter your mind. Because, so this is what I'm kind of thinking for me, right? It's like, once I reach a certain, like, I haven't implemented this yet, but this is something I want to implement, which is like, every time I reach one of my long-term goals, or even maybe short-term goals, I haven't figured this out yet, but I want to give myself some sort of reward. Like, most likely what it'll be is like, okay, say when I hit my 10 average monthly viewers, I can invest in some good expensive lighting, or I can invest in like a really nice green screen. Because your investment in this kind of stuff, it has to be proportionate. I don't advise people who want to start Twitch to buy every piece of equipment they think they might need. A bright idea. I think when you're starting Twitch, you should get the bare minimum you think you need, which means like a half decent microphone. I recommend a webcam, which, I mean, I'm using the webcam on my computer, and like, maybe lighting, maybe not. I literally am using a sunlight lamp right now for my lighting, and like, ultimately I want better lighting, but like you can see me clearly, and that's what matters. And like there's the reason for this too is it kind of has to scale with your commitment. Because when you're starting something and you're trying something, you might realize it's not for you. And that is super valuable information. It is super valuable to know what doesn't work for you. So like no this odd whatever. No what? Hold on. I'm gonna sorry, I wanna make my points in here. Uh, what was the point I was just making? No. Honestly, I don't remember. We'll come back to it. It's fine. But it has to. So it has to scale with your commitment. Mm. So you want to know what you want out of it. Out of it. And you don't necessarily have to start something knowing exactly what you want out of it. If something is compelling to you and you want to try it, I absolutely say you should go for it. You should try it. But the thing is, you only want to invest, you know, as much as your time and your energy and your money as you're sort of getting out of it. And that can look like a lot of different things. People put a lot of time into hobbies because it makes them feel good and stuff, and that is worth it. That is absolutely worth it. But for something like Twitch, you want to scale it up. You want to start with the bare minimum, because then if you realize, oh, this isn't the right thing for me, then it's okay, and you haven't, you know, done something like waste a bunch of money. And I think along with that is like equipment does not a streamer make. I think probably people have heard that a lot if you were a streamer of any kind who has, you know, looked at advice. That is a big one, which is like it's not really about equipment. You need a certain very base level of stuff, and then beyond that it doesn't really matter. But I think it is good, like it's not a bad idea to incentivize yourself to a degree. It has to be done tactfully. Because so say for my long-term goal, let's say like my reward was going to be again like invest in mid-level lighting. So my would be like it's kind of the same thing that goes on with the like dream and long-term goals and stuff, which is like my dream is to have an amazing streamer setup where I have an office specifically for it, and I have, you know, my like 3 screens, and I have a really nice chair, and I have really nice equipment. But it, like, getting all of that right out the gate is not going to feel good. It feels good better, like, more so if you like measure it out. Thank you for 5 more bits, Anonymous. So again, I think it's better if you scale it. If you give yourself everything right out the gate, then what do you have left to get for yourself? Whereas, you know, if you start with the basics, and then when you feel you've really achieved something and you want to celebrate in a way, you invest in yourself a little more. I think that is a wonderful way to do it. I think that's great. And, you know, with that, it's like, again, with my Twitch stream example, it's like, as I get, you know, I build my bigger community, I get more popular, then my stream level also goes up, because we're always learning, we're always improving, and it's about baby steps of improving, not spending $1 million right out the gate. Thank you, Warrior Girl, for the 10 bits. God, I'll have to go check my monies after this. I don't know how much monies that is. I think 100 is $1. See, okay, here's the thing for me, right? I started this knowing that at some point I could be making from it, but it was never really even a thought in my mind. I never even thought about it, not really. Like, it was one of those things that was like, oh, that'll be cool when it happens. But it's kind of like getting a bonus on top of your regular paycheck. It feels really good because it's unexpected and it feels like a reward. The unexpected part is especially compelling, I think. I have to zoom out for a bit. We'll be back. Okay, bye. Have a good time. Thank you for coming. So, again, I lose my train of thought a little bit when I'm reading chat and stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. Right. Christmas bonus. That's what I was talking about. So, getting a bonus, getting a bigger reward when you don't expect it feels great. But when you expect it right out the gate, it won't feel as good if you don't get what you expected to. Thank you, Emily, for 5 more bits. This is just bits everywhere. We're just sprinkling bits like they're pizza toppings. Okay. Let me look at. I just want to point out, we're almost 2 hours into this. I wrote about 3.5 pages of stuff I wanted to talk about, and we got through 1 so far. We've gotten through 1 in about 2 hours, which is wonderful because it means I have so much more to talk about. Ooh, this is a fun little thing. The next thing, actually no, we'll take a break and we'll go back to playing Don't Starve, and then when we come back to this, we're gonna talk about momentum. More for Mindfulness Monday next even. Yeah, I have, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'll show you, like, I had 1 page, 2 page, half a page. This was all stuff I wrote down just last night in the 30 minutes when I was letting my hair dye sit. I just, like, was writing down everything I was thinking about, and I have so much more for you guys. I have so much more to give. Anyways, but we're gonna take a little break from talking, and we're gonna go back to playing the game. Yeah. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to go back here. We're going to go back to Wendy. See how Wendy's doing. I survived 10 days. That's wonderful. Yeah, so back to what I was doing before, if you were wondering. So I just made my alchemy engine in my house, and I made a Weevil mantle because I believe it helps with the next season. Because the next season, it gets really foggy and wet, I think, and I think it slows you down a whole bunch, but this allows you to not be slowed down. So, we'll see how that goes. Thank you, sir. Excuse me. Could I offer you some petals? Would you like to... Sir? Sir? Right. Yeah, I'm also very excited about, Wildlife Wednesday, although I haven't planned as much for that one because we're going to be playing Subnautica some more, and I figure that will probably be lots of content on its own, since we really had no problem last time getting through everything. Did I give you petals already? Yeah, I did. How about this? Haha! Okay. And now, oh yeah, I wanna see, what do I need to make? Actually, can I just look in here? What do I need to make an improved farm? Nope, I can't see it in here. I need to go back to a house. Because I like to just skip over the basic farms and go right for the good ones. Oh, I have the stuff for an improved farm. Wonderful, which means I can prototype it and then I have it. It's good. Because food is a problem right now. And I could always go steal, but I think they don't like you when you steal. I think I thought before in the original Don't Starve game that the pigs don't like you if you steal from them, but I think it's actually this one where they really don't like you if you steal from them. I wonder if I could get another meat. I might just eat this stuff because it's not gonna make me anything better. Not to. Farm. Oh. Voila, one farm. Okay. Progress. One step at a time. That's what we're about. Uh-oh, the bats are coming. Yeah, I'm just... Maybe I'll... trying to figure out what should and shouldn't be in my house is kind of hard. Like, this stuff should stay out here so I can put the farms. But I don't know about the rest. Uh-oh. Good job, Abigail. Get him. I don't have a weapon on me. Ew. Ugh. Let me make a frickin' torch. There we go. Christ. Okay, let's go. Did you kill them? They dead? Where'd the stuff go? Jesus. And that's 10 more bits from Mr. Obama. Pigskin? Question mark? So kind of him. Alright. Gonna need... I want to make more farms. I need grass and I need rocks. There's rocks down here. It's pretty deep. And now we hang out for a second. I hope you guys are having a good day. One thing I would like to do, not today I don't think, but like in the future, is work with people's like real life goals so we can break them down, because then it's not only like educational, it's also directly helping people. Which I am all about. And now it's gonna win. It's gonna be... Uh-oh. Oh god. I don't know if Abigail was gonna protect me from that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this, I think, makes you slow. This, well, we'll see. And maybe, I think, actually... Because usually you have the backpack slot here, and usually... Huh, I seem to be okay. Alright. Usually, I think if you have something, you're carrying like a backpack, it makes you very slow. But I seem to be alright. I can't really see. That's a problem. What can I... There's something I can make, I think, so I can see, but unsure what it is off the top of my head. I'll figure it out later. Look at that, 5 more bits. God. I'm gonna have to count them again at the end of this and figure out how many that was, because that's a ton. I thought that was a beefalo for 1 second. Not that there's beefalo in this game. Oh. It does definitely take a lot of grass for this. Grass is slightly harder to get. Miss. So many ones. Yeah. It's a lot. It's ones everywhere. Maybe, I'll get the cup for next stream. We'll see. We'll see. That one's fun. I've seen other streamers do that, and I think it's a good time where they have, like, the bits cup on the screen and you can, like, physically drop them in. I think that's cool. I have so much food. Look at that. There's 5 more from Emily J. Thank you so much. I'm just annoyed about... Wait, whatever I just use the aloe? It's like having US money and finding a giant roll of bills in your pocket and then realizing it's only $20. I mean, literally, like... Literally, I'm surprised that people want to donate, like, any money to me. So, I'm absolutely floored by this, even if it turns out to be, like, $10. I'm not... Again, if I was expecting money, it wouldn't feel as good. But the fact that I was not expecting money means that it feels ridiculous that people want to donate to me. Anyway. But you cute. Thanks! Please donate, it will be cute. I'm cute and knowledgeable. Yeah, but I don't want, like... I want people to donate because they think I'm cute and knowledgeable and stuff and smart. But I would never expect people to, you know? Again, that goes back to the thing of like you only focus on what you can control. I can't control if other people want to donate to me or not. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I love doing. People donate for hair. Please. Got to fuel my dye buying. Cut shaped trees. Blue shade. You can also eat this. I don't think I want to, but I could. Excuse me. Buddy, Gib. Smart. I am really smart. I am smart and kind and powerful. Oh, spirit. What's the hold on. Mark. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh, huh, huh. The game just lagged for a second while the pigs went home. Alright, so that will be $11 more in the morning. For now. I need to make more. Need a haircut, guys. I'm just gonna be a tree hairdresser, if you don't mind. It's my new profession. Life coach and tree trimmer. And tea sipper. An arbor barber? Oh, that's real good. Arbor barber. God, I'm so proud of that one. I'm so proud of you. That was probably the best joke you've ever made in your life, so. It's only down from here. Now my tea is the appropriate temperature level. Yeah. Wow. Wowee. You know what else I should do? I should... Ooh. Thank you, Martin, for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome. There's another thing. You can go treasure hunting in this, which is definitely something I should do. I need to find reeds. And perhaps more. Oh, I should also make this. So I can get more gold. Maybe that's what we'll work on next. We'll work on food a little bit. We'll work on some other stuff. That freaking the Komodo hype, that is like one of my favorite emotes. It just looks so silly. It's really good. Okay. Off we go, off we go. Having good times. Oh wow, that was pretty quick. Maybe it's because it was raining. Reptile lovers, yeah! Komodo dragons are very cool. They're also quite scary, but they're very cool. Yeah. Oh, look at that! There's 5 more anonymous bits from Mr. Obama, hopefully. That's all I want, really. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh again. Super uh-oh. Double uh-oh. I need rock still. Right, let's go up here, though. I believe I have fast travel stuff on, so I should make a sign. And then make another sign that goes up there. Yeah, I'm trying to decide for the last... it's a human error, that's my guess. That's also my guess. I'm trying to decide, like, maybe what we'll do... Like, I want to spend at least another, maybe, like, half hour talking about, like, the goal-setting stuff. Yeah. I haven't really decided yet. We'll play this for a bit. Oh, wait. I need to... I wish I had that kind of dodge. I mean... I'm suspicious. 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 Also, Does dosh mean money? I presume it does. That's quite a word for that. Alright, we're gonna chop down some trees in the morning. I'm gonna make some signs. Stuff. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go up here because there's also, you can get rocks up there, which I desperately need. Oh, there's 5 more anonymous bits. God, it's wild. You guys are wild. Yeah, dosh. Uh-oh. 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 Abigail. 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 Oh god. Oh god. I have 3 health. 3 health. Ah, get him, Abigail. Should try to make some pierogies. I wonder if the asparagus soup will do health now. Because I can really use some health. I also might just like, I don't know, I don't want to see, I feel like he's gonna get mad at me if I steal the berries. It's gonna be a whole thing. You'll like it when people are mad. She's a madman. Because here's the problem. Now I have, like, no... Wait, does this help with that? No, it doesn't. It's just... Sapphire worm! God. Ooh. I'm gonna make so many meatballs. I'm gonna die, by the way. There's 0 chance I live through this next day. Wait, I was gonna make a fast travel point. I could definitely make 1 set of meatballs. I got like 1 more thing. I can make more. Ah! Oh! Get him, Abigail! Practicing duck calls? Oh no, what did I do? The best thing is when you don't even realize you're doing that. God. Oh god. Oh please. Yep, yep. Okay. I'm gonna starve. And also die. Da 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 die. Da 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 die. Please watch it on stream. Hang on. I do indeed. I have my thing open. Hold on. Although I don't have sound on. I'll just watch it real quick and you can just watch my reaction. Just give me 1 second. Oh, I don't have sound on this, never mind. I'll watch it later. It's fine. Something bad's happening. Oh, it's just Abigail. Fighting. Get him. Get him and then we'll go home. Great. Coward. Look, it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to like unmute it and fix the volume and so people can watch it with me. I will watch it after, I promise. A pinky promise. You have my word. Will this make me just do it? I feel like also no. 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 That is not what I want. No. Shoot. It's so frustrating. Maybe I'll just do all meat. Well, I'll do like all meat in the eggplant. And then I'll just make fucking whatever. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh death. Oh death. Just take me, death. Just take me. Not to flex y'all, but I am dead! Oops. So lightning. Lightning's a problem. Oh look, 1 more cheer. Lightning is definitely a problem. I feel flexed on. Alright, since I've died, I feel like this is probably a good spot to break for a second and talk about more stuff. Guess you have to watch the clip now. I guess I do. I got 5 more bits from Emily. Emily is steadily working her way up. Thank you so much. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Listen. I will watch it. I will watch it on stream and I'll put the volume on, but I cannot promise that the volume won't like break your eardrums. So just be aware of that. Actually, you'll see I have a a network issue presently. So that's too bad. Alright. Got another anonymous cheer. I'll try to put it down a little bit. Firefox really doesn't like loading stuff, let me tell you. Really, really doesn't like loading stuff. But this time it's going to, right? Right? There you go. I'm gonna watch my bird calls. I'm ready. Oh, I see what I was doing. That's a little upsetting, not gonna lie. Alright. I am gonna need 1 second because my headset is starting to die, which means I have to find the cord. It's right there. It's I got another bit. For the time being, we'll go back here. Plug it into my other computer. No sound on stream, it's too late. Oh. Well, I mean, you guys were all there for that. It's interesting that it wasn't doing sound, because I had it unmuted, which means it should have been doing sound. But, like, basically I was just going like a duck. So, you're welcome. Now you got me to repeat the sound. Lucky you. Alright. Oh, okay, what was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Time for another new page. Actually, we can stay on this one. We're going to talk about Memento. Not to be confused with Memento. Memento? Whatever. So this is more now talking about habits. We're going to talk a little bit about habits. Because a lot of working towards your goals, basically like working towards the person you want to be, it's about habits. It's about making a bunch of good functional habits. You know, like we could all use, you know, a little more time with quiet and reflection. That's a big thing. Like I do meditation. That's a big thing. We could all use more exercise. We could probably all use a healthier diet. There's a lot of things that you can work on with habits. There's another bit from Anonymous. Jesus, take the wheel. I wish there was an easier way to count all that. Anyway. So, momentum. So, we talked about small steps. And the added power of small steps, and I may have sort of said this earlier, is like when you take a small step, so if you want to be a runner and you want to start running, you know, every other day, the first step is you put your shoes on. And the power of that is that if you can do one step, you can do another one. And what this comes down to, there's 5 more bits from Emily, my god. And what this comes down to, like we said, going back to this, it's like you can break everything down to tiny little steps, which means if you can get one step done, and you can get another step done, and then with that you can do another step, and suddenly you've done a bunch of steps, and you've finished a whole project, and you've done a big step. Oops. And then you repeat that again a couple times, and oh my god, you've reached your short-term goal. And so on and so forth. You get the idea. So the power of this is, so in this book, it talks about something called neurohacks, which is something I'm still wrapping my head around, and I need to reread that chapter a couple of times. But it's basically like, it talks about ways you can work with your brain and sort of almost like trick your brain into doing things or wanting to do things. Because let's say we'll go back to the running example. I want to be a runner, which means, let's say, run 5 miles every day. Okay? I want to be a runner, run 5 miles every single day. People are very invested in their own identities. It's something they talk about in the book, where in a scenario where you, say, are given the option to cheat, if you're given, like, so they did an experiment where, I believe it was one where I can't remember exactly if this is the one I was talking about, but it's okay. Basically, it was like, you're given money, and you can either, like, let's say you're given money and they say it's for something the other person in the study did, your partner. Your partner in the study did something. You get this money. You can choose to split it with the other person, or you can choose to just not tell them that there was money, and you can keep the money. So in that situation, there is nothing really stopping you from just not telling the other person. They wouldn't find out. There's nothing stopping you except basically your own moral code. And in that situation, they did a study like that. Thank you for another bit, Anonymous. And what they did is they either asked people, they said, please don't cheat, or in the other group, they asked people, please don't be a cheater. And actually, what was much more effective was appealing to someone's sense of self. Because it is easier to separate your actions from who you are than to separate who you are from who you are. You know? So it's like, people do all sorts of things that may or may not always align with their values and their personality, but doing an action does not necessarily make you like that kind of person. So cheating one time does not necessarily make you a cheater. I dropped a banana chip. F. So you're a person who drops banana chips. Banana chip dropper. Anyways. So, sorry, bud. I'm so sorry for your loss. Anyway. So, you know, once again, you, like, if you cheat one time, that doesn't make you a cheater. But if you are telling someone that in their mind, if you do this thing, you are a cheater, you're appealing then to their sense of self, and they're a lot less likely to do it. So doing something, like, we talked a little bit before about, like, you don't necessarily, like, once again, even this, like, I want to be a runner, that goal is good in terms of it's appealing to your sense of self, but just like the I want to be Twitch famous goal, it's too broad, it's too undefined to mean anything. Because, you know, you could be, you know, in the camp that you're not a runner unless you run marathons. Or you could be in the camp of, like, someone who runs 1 mile once a week is a runner, right? So you have to define it down. But using this, so you see what I did here is I did both. I both wrote down the goal in terms of something that appeals to myself. I want to be a runner. I want to be able to tell people that I'm a runner. I want to be able to have that pride that I do something that people see as good for me. So I want to be a runner. But I also defined it. To me, I can call myself a runner when I'm running 5 miles every day. Or it could be before that. But you see what goes on here? So, again, appealing to your sense of self, but also defining it in a very specific way that you could reach. You would know when you had reached this. Oh my goodness. We had 5 bits from Emily and 100 bits from River. Oh my god, it was me all along. Congrats on affiliate. Oh my god, River, thank you so much. You are so sweet. I appreciate it so much. I am going to tally it at some point because I want to know. Ooh, and you've knocked Chimera off the leaderboard. Oh, hey, Duck. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for coming to my stream. I love that emote, I'm not going to lie. Anyway. So we were just talking about... Actually, I guess this is momentum in neurohacks because I got off on a tangent about neurohacks. So we're talking about right now about, you know, goal defining and stuff like that. I am doing great today, thank you. I was so freaking excited for this stream and so freaking excited to talk about this stuff that, like, I was, like, shaking this morning before I started the stream. I was so excited and so nervous, but it is what it is. So I'll recap this last little bit we've been talking about for a bit. So what we're talking about right now is goals. We talked about breaking down goals into dreams, which are things that take 3+ months, long-term goals, which take 1 to 3 months, short-term goals, which take a week to a month, and then projects, which take about a week, and steps, which take about a day. Oh, thank you for the 177. Oh, I see you want to knock Emily off the leaderboard, or sorry, down a step. Thank you so much. So we're talking about how we break down goals into the tiniest steps possible to make them manageable. And then we were talking about you have to define goals specifically, because saying I want to be Twitch famous could mean anything. It means different things to different people. But having a concrete, like, number goal, like I want this many viewers per month, or I want this many followers, or this many subscribers, or I want to be making this many dollars per month. River is the best. River is the best. I mean, you're all the best in different ways, but oh my goodness, good morning, Professor. Oh my god, Waddles ads my ears. I'm sorry about the ads, but you know, it means good things, so it's a necessary evil. And there's another bit from... Oh god, we're just bits all over the place. There's 5 more from Emily. We got 1 and then 9 from Duck. It's not your fault, I just wasn't prepared. I totally get that. Anyway, so we break down our goals into teeny tiny, absolutely small steps, while still keeping an eye on the big picture. That's a big thing. And then what we were talking about over here is, while it is really good to break stuff down into tiny steps, and have, like, number goals, it is also a great idea to appeal to your sense of self, because appealing to your sense of self is a very strong motivator. And we got 50 more bits from Emily. Oh my god. It would be nice if you could give 10, 25, and 50 bits as its own thing. I think... I'm pretty sure... Maybe it's only like 100 where it gets its own thing and it's not all in 3. I don't remember. There's another 41 from Doc. My goodness, you people. It's just a race. It's a race. Oh, 272 from Doc. God. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus on this and then, like, stop, like, every few minutes, because if I stop every time someone cheers, I'm never gonna get through anything, even though I super duper appreciate you guys. I just want to make sure you feel like you're getting value out of this and I'm not just stopping every 5 seconds. That's all my bits. Thank you so much, Duck. And there's Kargibot. There's 20 from Emily. Wonderful. Okay. So, we're focusing again. So, we have are like small, like can be broken down into tiny steps and can be achieved, and you know exactly when you would achieve it. Goal, such focus, much bits, yeah. And then we have our goal that appeals to our sense of self. Those are important. And then, so now I for real want to talk about, here, I'll make momentum its own thing. So momentum, it will come back to the neurohacks thing because it also applies, but what goes on is if you can do one step, you can do another step. And what happens is if you are someone who always submits things late, or is always late just like to meetings or whatever, then in your brain you will probably start telling yourself, oh, I'm just a person who's always late. And what happens is that can become almost self-fulfilling prophecy, where if you think you're always going to, like, if you think you're a late person, you will act the way you believe a late person does. The power of our thoughts is freaking wild. You can get so much done by just working on this. And so what happens is if you are a person who's always late, or say we'll go back to the running example, if you're saying to yourself, I'm not a runner, or worse, if you're saying I'm lazy or not fit or like whatever, if you frequently tell yourself I'm lazy, or like we'll not lazy, or we'll go with I'm lazy, I'm not a runner and I'm lazy, like, so those are opposing beliefs to I want to be a runner, right? And those are opposing to beliefs to I am a runner. And so when you believe that about yourself, either consciously or unconsciously, you'll do things that you believe people who aren't runners and people who are lazy do. But you can disrupt this pattern. You can disrupt it by doing one step. And what happens is you do one step, and then you can do another, and then you can do another, and we build on that, you know, onto infinity. But what happens is when you have completed something, when you have taken a step, this stuff can then become I am working on my goals. And even better, I am motivated. Or like I am a motivated person. Because again, we're going back to appealing to the self. And if you there's this interesting continuum where it sort of feeds into itself, where if you take one step, you become a person who can take steps. And if you believe you're a person who can take steps, then it becomes easier to take more steps. And then what happens is you, like, it feeds into itself. If you are someone who's always late and you work on being a little earlier, working on that, you can get rid of the I'm a late person belief and replace it with I'm a person who is on time. And what can happen sometimes is people think that all you have to do is fix this and everything, and then the action will come. So I don't know why I deleted that point, doesn't matter. So people sometimes think that get motivation, then do things. But that is not how it works. And I can give a personal example for this. In January, I streamed like 3 times, and I enjoyed it a lot. And then I stopped doing it for a while. And then, you know, the pandemic came, and I came home, and I was basically stuck at home with, like, not a lot of stuff to do. I had school to finish, but, like, I had not a lot of stuff to do. And Sam, you know, the wonderful human error, he pushed me to start streaming again. Sorry, I just heard stuff happening in my... Oh, sorry, that freaked me out. But he pushed me to start streaming again. And what happened was, it wasn't necessarily... Oh, The duck is now hosting you. Thank you so much. What happened is it wasn't necessarily that I was driven to stream and driven to do this. It wasn't that. It wasn't that I necessarily had a ton of motivation, a ton of drive. I certainly didn't have this. I certainly didn't have a ton of goals all set out. But what happened was I took a step. And as I took a step, in my brain, I am a streamer and I am a person who works on their goals. And what happened is, can you guys hear that? I think it was something fighting something else. Anyways. But rather than getting motivation and using it to do a thing, what actually happened is I did the thing and then I became more and more motivated. And then because of that, I did more thing, do more thing, get more motivation. So it worked. It's kind of the same thing, right? Where it's like, people I think sometimes believe that motivation is kind of this just like luck based thing where it's like, oh, today you have it, which means you can do things, but tomorrow if you don't have it, can't do things. But it doesn't work like that. We don't always feel like intrinsically, internally motivated. It doesn't always happen. But when you start taking steps, what happens is you see what's going on and you get excited about it and you become more motivated to do it. And so you do more things and you become more motivated to do it. And basically, what I'm saying is the more I started working on myself, the more I wanted to work on myself and the more I wanted to help other people. And now I'm literally the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I just got like a little, almost got teary-eyed about that. I'm the happiest I've been in my entire life because I'm working towards what I want to be working towards. And I am a person who works towards their goals and is going to reach their goals. So. Sippy. And we got 5 bits from Emily J. Thank you so much. And so, along with this, there's a similar thing that also happens. So there's the thing with motivation, where people feel like they have to wait for motivation to do things, when actually you need to get out there and find your own motivation by doing the things. But something else happens, and this in itself is something I could talk about for freaking hours, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit, if I can. But people are afraid. It is my recent sort of epiphany and opinion that people do everything and they feel everything they feel out of fear or love. That's it. Literally everything. Which means in every single situation you get to choose one. Anyway, that's a whole different discussion. That's a discussion for another day. To get into all that. But what it comes down to here is people will do this thing. We get told a lot to sort of temper our expectations and expect nothing, and either it's you won't get disappointed, or expect nothing and you'll be surprised when something good happens, right? Because if you expect nothing, if something bad happens, you get to be right. And if you expect nothing and something good happens, you'll be surprised and excited. That is basically how I used to live my life. And it was awful. And people should not live like that. You should not expect nothing. That is not a good way to live. Because what happens, and what I'm realizing lately, is when you expect nothing, you are more likely to get nothing. And if you expect good things and you believe you deserve good things, not only does your behavior push you towards doing more good things, but I honestly, this gets a little woo-woo, but I honestly believe the universe will reward you. You attract the same energy you put out. So if you're really high frequency, if you're putting out positive, productive, you know, expecting good things energy, that's what you'll get back. And if you are low frequency, if you expect that people are going to disappoint you and hurt you, then they will. And here's the secret, right? Especially with the expect nothing and you won't get disappointed. It's not true, because you got two options in any given scenario. So I'm going to use start streaming as one, because I, for a while, really struggled with, like, wanting to be a YouTuber and wanting to be a Twitch streamer, because I felt like it was one of those things where people would judge me and think I was delusional and pathetic for wanting to do something like that, because, like, most people don't make it and stuff like that. And I went into it being like, oh, I'll probably never get anywhere doing this. And I told myself I was okay with that. But I wasn't. I wasn't okay with it. Because what happens is, say I started, this is the, should I start streaming? What happens if I start streaming? I might get hurt. Sorry, I might fail. I might get hurt. Because I fail. I might hurt. I might get, people might think I'm dumb or delusional. And if I don't, I would hurt because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So what happens is, whenever you're worrying about something, whenever you're worrying about what other people think or what might happen, you're suffering just as much, if not more, than if you just did the thing and it went wrong. So basically, you get two choices. Yes, so again, back to my streaming example. If I chose to start streaming, it might suck. I might be awful at it. I might fail. Or it might be awesome. And if I did not choose to start streaming, it sucks. That's it. There is no situation where, when you want to do something, the right answer is not doing it. I mean, that gets a little more nuanced. We're not going to get into that. But I'm talking about dreams and goals and stuff you want to do. Like, to give you a clear example of this, something I know I worry about, and I know my family members, worry about, my mom especially, is a worrier. But here's the thing. Say you're worried about getting, a disease. Say you're worried about getting a disease. Okay? Worrying about it is not going to make you less likely to get it. All you are doing is making yourself suffer more. Your mom is Worrier Girl 52. That's really good. I'll tell her that when I see her again. What I'm saying is, God, if you do something you're scared of, there is a chance it could go wrong. But if you don't do things you're scared of, it's already going wrong. I'm trying to think of how to put this in, the simplest terms possible. I'm gonna do this. Basically, it's this. If you're scared of doing something, it comes down to this. You could try it, and you might suffer because it might suck. You might be bad at it, whatever. Or it might not. But if you don't do it, you're literally just going to suffer. That's it. So. And that's what it comes down to. And there's a lot of work to be done in you know, working on your own. We need a emote for this channel. Make it happen, please. I'm not the channel artist yet. No, currently, Miss Bunny Booties is the channel artist. Yeah, stream wife. Sam is also my stream wife, though. Anyway. So, basically, do you have a goal you want to achieve? The answer is yes. What are you afraid of? And I personally have realized lately that basically everything I'm afraid of comes back to the same things, which is I'm afraid people will leave me. / I'll be alone. / people won't like me. Basically. That is like, you know, beyond fear of like dying. Although I don't even know if I'm really that afraid of dying necessarily. Everything I am afraid of that would prevent me from going after my goals is this. And this, like, everything comes back down to this. If you're afraid people will judge you, it's because you're afraid people won't like you and they might leave you. And you might be alone. Sorry, I gotta stop to read. Ghosts, I'm afraid of ghosts and change, and bears, fuck bears. What have bears ever done for me? Make honey. What have bears ever done for you? Everyone I love leaving me. Exactly what Emily's saying. That is probably my biggest fear, is people leaving me. Everyone I care about leaving me. That is what I'm afraid of. And that is what keeps me from doing things sometimes. It's what keeps me from saying things or doing things because it might upset someone. It's what keeps me from sharing a lot of the time. It's what made me a people pleaser. It made me someone who would bend over backwards to help someone else, but who wouldn't ask for help and didn't want to ask for help because I was afraid I would be too much and people wouldn't like me and people would leave me. So we're really getting into some deep stuff here right now, but it's important. Oh, sorry. This is something I have to look into. It might be, I think, if I give you VIP, I think you can post links. It was a pic of a bee honey jar. I'll have to look into that a little more. I'll put that on my list. Because it's not that I am upset if people post links. I just don't want every person who comes into this chat to be posting links, obviously. So anyway, figuring out what you're afraid of is a very big and important step. And, like, that's a whole other thing. But I'm going to give you a cheat right now, which is most likely what you're afraid of is people leaving you. And being alone. And being shunned. And the reason why that is because cheat code for gamers. This is now, guys. I'm about to give you a pro gamer tip. Okay, pro gamer tip. The reason people are afraid of this actually comes down to survival. People are a social species. Sorry, humans actually. Humans are a social species. We have survived because we are a social species. And even though we're not in the wild anymore, we still have survival instincts. And one of the big ones is that if in a social species, in a herd of animals, if you get left behind, you're dead. If you get left behind, you're dead. That's literally what it comes down to. And even though that's not, well, you're not like, it's not the same, the same dire circumstances, although it is interesting because there's been studies done about the effects of like isolation on people, and it's not death, but like it's not great. We're just gonna spend, I think, the last probably 20, 25 minutes talking about this because I'm into it now. We're into it. Anyways. But that's what it comes down to. I have been spanked. Oh my god. Is, like, I think this is a bit of a tangent, but something that really helped me who is a very sensitive person who feels things very deeply and it can be very tiring, is that a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, all the time, our feelings, especially negative feelings, they usually have some kind of evolutionary use. And I could get into that more, but I'll try to save that for another stream because it's not really what we're talking about. But it helps when you can look at it like that, because, like, it helps to get a little bit of space between yourself and your feelings, because you can realize your feelings are usually trying to protect you. That's that fear part. It's not love, it's fear. The fear part, it's trying to protect you literally from death. That's what it's trying to protect you from. And everything we feel kind of comes back to that, which is freaking wild if you think about it. Night bonked, bonk emote, feelings suck. Yeah. But there's a lot of work to be done to make feelings suck less. Whoever invented them is dumb and should feel dumb. Anyways, we got a little off track with that one. So, I'm gonna try to retrace our steps a little bit to figure out where the heck we came from. Ah, yes, we were talking about momentum. So, this is, I think we're skipping ahead. My god, maybe we're not skipping ahead. Where did I put this thing that I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, we are skipping ahead in my notes, but that's okay. Maybe we won't skip ahead. Maybe we'll stay on track, perhaps. We talked about, ooh, this is a fun one. This is definitely what I want to talk about. We're gonna go. We were talking about me. I like Sam. He's pretty cool. That's all I got. So we're gonna talk about, where do I start? With this whole, like, so now we're getting into the, like, I'm assuming you don't enjoy what you're doing and there's something else you want to be doing but you don't know what. Okay? Where do I start? So, we're gonna have another personal story. So I had a lot of personal struggle getting to the point where I felt comfortable doing this, even though it was what I wanted to be doing. And, like, literally as long as I can remember, I wanted to be, like, an actor when I was a kid. I have always loved performing. I've always loved public speaking, and I've always been interested in mental health and animals. But performance was such a huge thing. But it was something where I always hammered it into my brain that it wasn't practical. It wasn't practical to want to be an actor, and later actor turned into, like, YouTuber, Twitch streamer. But it wasn't practical. And I drilled that into my head so hard that I got in an entire degree about something that I was interested in, to be fair. I was very lucky in that I did get to do something I was interested in. But I got an entire degree basically for a job that I didn't want. Yeah, I need to step away now. You're awesome. No problem. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Oh wait, wait. Are you streaming after this, Emma? River? You might have left already, but River might be streaming after this, in which case we will probably go raid her. Anyways, I forget to raid people sometimes, but I'm trying my best. Because not everyone streams right after I stream. Anyway. So I got so caught up in telling myself that it wasn't practical to want to do something like be an actor or a YouTuber or a streamer, because I was scared. And because I felt like somehow it wasn't as worthwhile as doing something like becoming a researcher. And I just tortured myself with this. I don't mean like actively. I mean what would happen is like consistently, like every other month, I would have like 2 or 3 days where I would feel paralyzed by the fact that I knew I wanted to be doing something performance-y, but I didn't know what to do with it. It killed me that I wanted to be like a streamer or a YouTuber when I wanted to want to be a scientist, you know? I wanted to have some sort of respected position where people would like think I was doing something worthwhile. You know? And I like it has taken me quite a while to unlearn that, and I'm still working on it. But I used to feel paralyzed with the anxiety of the fact that there was something I really wanted to do and I didn't feel like I could do it, and I felt like I was gonna suffer forever because of it. Like, I was in a place where I did not want to pursue that dream. But, well, I didn't. I wanted to not want to pursue that dream. But also the idea of never trying to pursue that dream made me feel like I was already dead, basically. I'm being very dramatic, but, like, you get the idea. It was awful. And so, when I finally... And I'll tell you right now, this goes back to the, like... You don't get motivation and then do the thing. You do the thing and then get the motivation. Is I started even though I was scared. And I felt like this was wrong and stupid to be doing. And it was unrealistic and out of my reach. I did it anyways. And I am so freaking happy I did. I have never enjoyed anything else as much as I've enjoyed this. Yeah. Too bad. I remember having a conversation with Sam, a human error, where I was listing all of these excuses as to why I didn't want to stream, and he just kind of started saying, too bad. Too bad. And I was saying, I think, like, that I didn't want to do this, and it was sucks, because I didn't want to, like, I just wanted to do something else, and I wished that this wasn't what I wanted to do, and he just said, too bad. That's what you want to do, so too bad. And he's right. He's right. Yeah. He's a smart boy, that Sam. I think I'll keep him around. I just got tea on my nose. Anyway. So, where do you start? Well, step one is you figure out what you want to do. And so, basically, the steps to figuring out what you want to do is basically, oh god, there are no steps. You already know. And what I mean by this is not necessarily that you already have, like, the perfect dream job, everything in its place idea in your head. I'm saying you already know what you are passionate about. And if you don't at this point, you have a lot of work to do on yourself. But I would say you already know. You already know what you're interested in. You already know what gets you excited. And those are the things you need to work towards. That is my sister texting me. So, how do you know what you want to do? Well, you already do know. Or at least you know the area. You might not know the specific thing, but you can do some pretty easy exercises, like if you could do, if you could do anything. Oh, cuckold. That's a word. If you could do anything and get paid for it, what would you do? And the thing about this, well played, is that sometimes people think when you pose this question that people will just say, well, I want to just sit around all day and do nothing. But that's not it. People want to do things. People want to achieve things. People have the drive to achieve things. I, for a long time, thought I was just not a driven person, that I had no motivation, I had no self-discipline to do anything. And then I realized that I was just doing the wrong thing. And I would get hints of this sometimes where it was like, if I was off school for a very long time and I wasn't working, I would get antsy. I would want to do things. And that tells me that I was never a lazy person. I just hadn't figured out what I wanted yet. And that's okay. But self-talk is a whole other topic. I think at some point we'll do one of these just talking about confidence, because I think that's worth its own 3-hour thing. Anyway, welcome back, Warrior Girl. Emily forgot about her tea. Sam is going to get more tea. Welcome back. But anyway, so what was I saying? So you already know what you want to be doing. And if you don't know, they're like, do some simple exercises like, if you could do anything and get paid for it, what would you do? And this is the funny thing where, again, like I said, some people think that if you ask people that question, that they just say like they want to do nothing. But that's not true. And it happens that even if people say something like, I want to play video games, or I want to sing or draw, or like do anything, like those are all actual viable options, especially in this day and age. Like, you can do this. I think specifically with the video games one is you need to figure out what it is about it that you enjoy and want to do. And it may not necessarily be that what you want to do is play video games all day, but it may be that you want to do something in that industry. And that is a huge industry. So I'm gonna text a lot. I'm gonna go pee really fast because I've drank a lot of tea. But and then I will come back and I'll try to wrap things up. I'll try my best. But I will be right back. I keep unmuting the wrong one. Okay, I'm back. For the last 10 minutes or so, we're going to talk about the one last step that I want to put with this for now. So this next step is assuming you already know what you want to do. Okay? This next step, we're assuming that you already know what you want to do, but you are stopping yourself with excuses. Okay? We're going to talk about excuses. Because humans, super good at coming up with excuses. We are super talented. And I'm going to tell you right now, you've probably heard the, like, no excuses thing. But I think if you're like me, you probably see that and think something along the lines of, like, well, I'm... Here, well, I'm the exception. Because we really, really like... I'm not sorry. I should have moved this earlier, but... We really like coming up with excuses, and we really, really like validation for us not doing things, or doing things. But this is what I mean. So... Sorry, I just totally lost my train of thought. Give me a second here. Talking about no excuses. Oh, yes. We love to be victims of circumstance. That sounds really bad, but I'm going to tell you what I mean. So we feel justified when we blame our circumstances. And this comes back to the whole identity thing, because it is easier to say, I can't go running because I don't have time, than say, I'm stopping myself from going running. You see what I mean? It is easier. This comes back to the what is in our control and what is outside of our control. It is so easy to blame things that are outside of our control. And we feel very justified doing it. I do this without meaning to. Like, it is so easy to say, I don't have time, I don't have the money, you know, I, like, anything like that. I can't think of any more examples off the top of my head. But they're excuses. Every single thing you are telling yourself to stop yourself is an excuse. And if you're listening to me say that, and what you're thinking is, well, no, I really can't because of X. Like, the harder you're clinging to that, the more you are proving my point. Because what happens if it's not true? So back to the running example again. If we get rid of, I don't have time. If we get rid of, I don't have time, we get, I do have time. Oh, Jesus. I do have time, but I'm using it for other things. And this is okay. However, if you're saying I don't have time because you're doing other things with that time, it means one of two things. It means either you're doing important things or you're not. And obviously important is kind of subjective, and we'll talk about that too. But what I'm saying is, if you spend a lot of time on social media, if you spend a lot of time watching TV shows, if you spend a lot of time playing video games, or like any of those things, you do have time to go running or to stream or to do whatever you want to do. You're just not prioritizing. There's booms happening in my background. It is okay to say, I am prioritizing X thing over running. That is okay. However, this ends up being about your priorities. And you have to decide how important it is you do something. Is it more important? I'll give you an example specifically for me. It kind of has to do with the running thing. But here was my problem, right? I started going for walks every day in the morning. I would basically wake up and go for a walk, and it was wonderful. But what was happening was I was waking up about 8, and I'd spend about an hour or so. I was waking up at 8, which worked perfectly fine on days when I wasn't streaming. But on days when I was streaming, it meant that I had only an hour to feed myself and to do other sort of things like that. And then I would use the other hour for getting my stream stuff together. So taking a chunk out of my first hour where I could, I wanted to go down and have a coffee and enjoy it and make food and not feel rushed. That was suddenly squooshing all my time together. And so the problem was, well, I was staying up later than I needed to be playing video games. So what it came down to for me was, is it more important to go for a walk in the morning or to play one more hour of video games at night? And these are the kind of things you have to ask yourself. And, like, genuinely, if your answer is this is more important, that is okay, but you need to ask yourself why. I usually, like, I mean, less and less lately because I've been so freaking productive because I've been so excited, but I usually play, like, several hours of video games at night, like, anywhere from, like, 3 to 5 hours, like, with friends. I would talk to friends and I'd play video games. And so looking at this, I said to myself, it is not more important that I play 1 more hour of video games because, like, 3 to 5 versus 2 to 4, like, I'm still doing it. So if you're looking at this, you need to be able to answer it honestly and understand why you are answering the way you're answering. Okay? Because, like, I promise you, every single excuse you are making, it's not really an excuse. You're finding reasons to stop yourself because you're scared and or because your brain has decided, you know, you're just a lazy person who plays video games all night. And you're letting your brain tell you that story and you're not trying to change it. And if you don't believe me, we're gonna look at something here. We're gonna look at Ray Charles, okay? Because if you want to talk about someone who had literally every excuse to not succeed, it is Ray Charles. He was a black man. He became blind at an early age. He, like, his father left and his mother and brother both died at an early age. He had, like, everything you can imagine working against him. He had tons of financial trouble. He went through homelessness. Like, just every single thing you could think of. He went through it. And yet, if you look at where he got to, what exactly are your excuses again? Alright. On that note, I think that's a good place to end it. I've had a good time this stream. I hope you guys have had a good time this stream. I'm super excited about all of this. I cannot wait for next Monday. I also can't wait for Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. I'm having a great time. Let me go back to, I'll go to here really quickly. I got back with tea right when the stream ended. Well, it's not ending right this second. Thank you everybody who joined, especially for my first affiliate stream. Thank you everybody who subscribed and who donated bits. You guys mean the world to me. Like, I don't think I will ever be able to express how grateful I am for this. Oh god, I'm literally like, I'm gonna work myself and not cry. It's okay. This is something else we're gonna talk about. Gratitude and shit. Anyway, I am so freaking grateful for you guys. So grateful. I would love it if you guys hit the follow button if you haven't already. If you want to stick around, talk about more mental health, more goal setting and productivity. If you want to talk about animal biology, if you want to just, like, hang out, you think my hair is cool, whatever. Emma streaming if you want to raid. Thank you for reminding me. I definitely will. I said it earlier. There was a chance I was going to forget. I appreciate that. And we will raid her after. You can also join my Discord if you'd like to chat more with me. It is such a wonderful little community. We're all so supportive of one another, and it's just a very nice place to be. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, I think. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. But we're gonna raid Miss Emma first. It is, what is it? It is River_Tam, I believe. Yes, I don't want to get it wrong. There's the raid. And I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. See you again. Bye-bye.